And most of the time it doesn't kill me. Like, I normally don't look at dumb times. But I just struggled to remember, like, the strat in a way, or like the exact timings of it, and then I realized it was off when it was like too late, and I just did a weird movement. Wasn't where I wanted to be when I wanted to be. Got confused. But I mean, there's no such thing as a chat distraction, in my opinion. Like in the way that like you're thinking. Except TTS. Okay, yeah. But that's not really a chat distraction. Damn. Me when I try to add as many clauses as I possibly can to the end of what I say so that no one can, like, have a response to it. And yet... Or no one can have, like... And this is not... This is not a jab at you. Like, I was just thinking about this. How, like... Well, I really do just add a clause, if not multiple clauses, at the end of whatever I say. So that, like, nobody can have, like... not really a contrarian thing to respond with. Oh, maybe that's the best way of putting it. Like, I will make very, like, broad generalizing statements. Or, like, at least sounding statements. Very broad and general, like, hugely generalizing statements. But I feel like I make them specific enough eventually with all the clauses that I add to where I'm just right about what I'm saying most of the time. But I'm sure there are, well, maybe not right, but I can't explain this right because it's all his opinion at the end of the day. I do try to cover all variables, yes. Sometimes it's not possible, so you just like I think of too many things and then I usually just toss whatever I was saying if I realize that. Like, it's helpful to generalize stuff, but you have to realize that the world cannot really be generalized. But it's not, like, helpful to, like, most of the time. Oh, this is another generalization. See, it's like man, why are most of my statements like that? Are most statements in general like that? Like, I make so many statements that, like, could just be disagreed with. Okay, I mean, any statement could be, but, like, I make, man, like, extra juicy to disagree with. Or something. What are we talking about? I don't know. I'm probably, like... I'm like stream of consciousness talking. I'm talking with like less effort so that I can actually focus at the same time. So I'm making less sense and being a lot less well-spoken, although I'm not like, and I wasn't even well-spoken to begin with, so. Well, I say arguably wasn't well-spoken to begin with. Oh, thank you. Well, there's a first-time chatter. Mystery Tank. Also, I don't know if you ever replied, but I did ask, what nickname should I call you? Mystery or Tank or something else? I like to get a low syllable count. Doesn't, I mean, that doesn't have to be the lowest amount of syllables, but down to one word usually, if possible, is convenient. Name them one. I heard somebody call me, you call it Mystery a lot. Mystery is, it's a core name. It's more mysterious. So funny. But okay, I'm gonna stop and read. And hello, admitted girthness. I'll call you Girth. Just got to ruin yesterday. Nice. I'm glad you loved the game. And that you just got to ruin yesterday. I hope you enjoy all of your experiences with the game, although that is unrealistic. Not even I have had all good experiences. But usually it's my own doing if there is a bad experience. Well, if not, arguably every time. See, like, the thing with, like, doing it 10 times in a row is, like, it makes it so much easier to just do it one. Like, do you realize in 152% deathless, I just need to do this one time. It's literally one and done for all of these levels that aren't the mega cart. That is such a comforting thought. I'm like half reading the chat. Yeah, the future, they get a little wild. They get a little, well, I mean, maybe wild and wacky is the best way to explain it. It gets a little brutal. But that is what I like about the game. Or at least not the only thing, but the game isn't afraid to go in like sus difficulty territory. Although sometimes, you know, it might be almost objectively bad. Can't really think of anything super off the top of my head that it's like, I mean, there's cases where it's like, what were they thinking? But I mean, with glitch carts, I feel like it can be excused. With the overworld, I can't really think of many screens that are like, honestly, I feel like most of the overworld screens, like almost that I can think of off the top of my head, none of them are like, I mean, I've played all of them. I have a strat and whatnot. I've like examined all of them. I feel like none of them are like the worst thing in the world. It's just you need to have a good approach to it. Sus difficulty. Oh, that's right, I did say that. Yeah, sus is part of my vocabulary, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I do not mean to make it an acknowledgement of Among Us. We might even throw a sussy in there occasionally. Wait, no shot. That was 10 times in a row. Wow, it just goes so fast. 10 times isn't enough. We gotta do 15. I'm kidding.